enthusiastic crowd today. Hello again, everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside, ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, Dave, we're ready to go. We've got Missouri Tiger Jeff Galo and Tiger Mike Anthony. We'll be seeing him here today on Wrestling Action. Also, Far Too Wild. That's a good-looking tag team. They're going to be here today as well. An interesting story on the Vampire Warrior. We'll get to that. And a six-man tag. We've got Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler, and the Little Eagle going against PG-13 and Midget B.
All that coming up. Special announcement. Some of you wrestling fans may not know about this, but there are new champions, a new USWA heavyweight champion, and Brian Christopher, who defeated Buddy Landell in a match this week, and also War Machines are now the USWA Tag Team Champions in a match they defeated Anthony and Gaylord. So new champions in the USWA. We got action coming up here in the ring. We'll be right back. This way right now should be someone who a lot of wrestling fans think got just what she deserved from Brian Christopher. There she is, Tony Adams, accompanied by Doug Gilbert. Tony, lovely in her attire neck brace here.
Oh, sure. Shut up. I'm speaking. Have some respect. That's just like the itsy-bitsy, teeny-tiny goofball brains that you got in your body. Of course you can't listen. There's nothing there to comprehend. Shut up. They're laughing right now. Sure, they're laughing. Yeah, you think it's funny. But since that last incident, you saw the video, since that happened, I've had some time to do a lot of thinking. And I'm getting pretty used to this now. I finally figured it out. You know why, Doug? See, when I was a little girl, about that big, I was in beauty pageants. And after I would win all these beauty pageants, I won every one I was ever in. Of course, all the other little girls hated me. You know why? It's because they were jealous, just like each and every one of you are. Have you seen what these women look like? Of course they're going to be jealous. Look at that fat one right over there in the blue shirt. I mean, my God. Jane Fonda video reject, let me tell you. Matter of fact, if I had a dog that looked like that, I'd shave its rear end and make it walk backwards. That's right. You know what beauty is. I am the ideal woman. So it's all right. I understand your jealousy. But just look at it like this. Look at it as if I'm doing you a favor. Because after all, I am improving their sex life, because when their husbands go home after seeing me, then of course they think of me while they're with their wives.
Come on, now let's talk about the wrestling business.
I understand. Well, Brian Christopher. Oh, you think you did it, don't you? He really thinks he hurt me. Well, mind you, sure, it's painful. It's really, really painful. But let me tell you something, Brian. Like the wimp you are, you couldn't get the job done. You thought you broke my neck, but you didn't. You didn't break it. Not at all. Everything that you've ever tried to do to me has always failed. How does it feel to be a loser? That's all you are, Brian, is just a loser. I've been sitting around lately going over some tapes, studying what I should do and how I should improve, because I'm smart. I'm into self-education and self-improvement, unlike some other people over here are. I've been watching some videos, and, you know, every time I come across this video of Brian Christopher, you know, he must be really proud. You've seen it, haven't you, Dave?
Yeah, matter of fact, we've shown it here.
Well, he must be really, really proud of that. I don't know why, but I've got a point to make during this interview, so let's go ahead and just show that tape one more time, okay? And then I've got a point to make right afterwards.
Brian Christopher video, is it available? If it is, let's see it. Pretty impressive display of wrestling ability from Brian Christopher.
Yeah, right. Sure it is. Let me show a lot of you people that are sitting out there adoring me right now. Sit back and watch this. Now, I'd hang on to your husbands if I was you, because I know they're all going to leave you after they see this. Go ahead and show them this tape, Dave. I'll show you how a video should be. Go on, roll it.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for your party. The way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Well, the Tony Adams video there, obviously.
Oh, yeah. On a scale to 1 to 10 on how beautiful I am, I'm an 11. Definitely 11. Wouldn't you say so, Doug?
Dave, she is most definitely the most beautiful woman that has ever been in the wrestling business. And you know what I'm saying? Brian Christopher, Dave Brown, has got a big problem. What his problem is he's got a little skanky-looking girlfriend, and he wants to be like me and have the most beautiful woman in the world, Dave, because she ain't nothing but hot. She is beautiful. And tell him what we've done to take care of Mr. Brian Christopher and Jerry Lawler.
Brian, I told you a long time ago, when you mess with me, you'll never get me off your back. And that's definitely what I'm taking care of right now. I have finally completed the total team. I've been speaking with my baby right here, and I said, how can we just complete this package? I said, how can we just close it in and just make it an awesome team? Well, I've got a new team partner here. It's finally completed our package. Come on out. Come on out.
New tag team partner for Doug Gilbert. Tony Adams has said, oh, my goodness. It's Eddie Gilbert.
It's hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. The team is complete. I love it.
Eddie Gilbert. Doug's brother, hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. Well, formidable team. There's no doubt about that.
Now look, Dave Brown, what we've got here is a lapse of communication, because, see, Jerry Lawler knows on his best day of his life he can't beat hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. And Brian Christopher, the punk that you are, when I've got Tony Adams with me, there's no day that you can ever beat me. So listen, and what's going to happen to you, Brian Christopher? Tell him, hot stuff. Hello, Dave. I want to say, first off, Merry Christmas to all of my fans everywhere throughout the USWA. And also let everyone else know that all the rumors of my demise have been greatly overly exaggerated. For last week, when I was sitting at home and watching this television tape, when I have now looked upon another career in my life, and I was watching this tape from this stinking TV studio, and I saw Jerry Lawler, and I saw Brian Christopher turn on my younger brother. Absolutely turned on my younger brother. Both of them jumped him and tried just to kick him and beat him to death. Then I get a call from Miss Tony Rodham Adams. And she tells me, and then Doug calls me and tells me about the most despicable crime that has ever taken place in professional wrestling. When Brian Christopher wants to take it upon himself to stick her head between his legs and give her a big old power driver and try to put her out of wrestling. Well, I have been around a long, long time. And Jerry Lawler, you and I go back a long, long time. And this time, before I leave here, my friend, I will be the man sitting on top of this throne here in the USWA. I'm not leaving this time until it's over with. And Brian Christopher, this is dedicated to you. Whenever you were here, and I was
here, Doug was here the last time. We took you under our wing. We fed you because you had no money. We put you up. Actually let him have a cot to sleep in our hotel room with because he had no money. We would take him on a 1,000-mile trip. We would get home, and I'd say, well, I need a little bit of trans, Brian. He'd give me $5. Well, Brian, let me tell you something, brother. If you think for 1 second that you can mess a woman, a lady around right like this, if she tells us to break your bones, we're going to break them. She tells us to put you out of wrestling, we're going to put you out of wrestling. And Jerry Lawler, one last thing. Last week, I picked up a wrestling magazine where they said I was your most hated enemy. And they said the only thing to end our feud would be death. Well, I plan on living a long, long time. How about Lawler?
Good stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Doug Gilbert heads to the ring in a single match against one of the members of Far 2.
Tony, I just noticed something here. There's two of these guys out here. And after what I saw last week, Dave, I think I would just rather, from now on, where Doug and I go, I see Doug's name, you see Doug's name, I'm going with Doug from here on, okay? Wherever we go, it's tag team. We're the new match here. Don't worry about anything. Let's go.
I love it. It's complete.
Well, they want to make it a tag team match. I don't have any objection to that. I guess if it's all right with all the USWA people, it's okay with me. Far Too Wild both appear ready to wrestle if necessary. It was scheduled to be a single match, but it looks like it's going to be Far Too Wild against the Gilberts. And here we go, Corey.
Yeah, Dave, we're underway with it. It'll be one fall at 10 minutes in time.
Eddie Gilbert convinced that his brother was going to be jumped by Far Too Wild. I'm not, knowing the two members of Far Too Wild. I think one was out here just in support for the preliminaries of the match, and the other would have stayed out at ringside. But anyway.
Yeah, got ourselves a good tag bout here. Far Too Wild. There's Todd Morton. Comes off and rides him toss on Todd. And an arm drag to take Gilbert down. And there's Doug struggling to get back up. And Eddie Gilbert is telling referee Kevin Christian, hey, he pulled his hand. Just a good move from Todd Morton. There's a whoop. There it is. Yeah, that's about right. Doug Gilbert working over Chris Michaels of Far Too Wild now. He's got him in the corner choking him. Doug choking Chris Michaels over there. Finally breaks the hold. Whips him in, goes in and misses. Michaels gets out of there. And Doug Gilbert says hello to the ring post over there in the corner.
Very mature move by Chris Michaels. He let Doug Gilbert build up full speed before he moved out of the way.
Yeah, look at that. Got the leg down on the back of the neck of Doug Gilbert. Todd Morton, the 4-2 Wild. Whips him in, goes in, and catches the boot from Doug. Boy, he bulldogs him down hard.
Used a fist on the side of the face, too. Tony Adams very happy all of a sudden with the way things are going in the match.
Well, you've got to admit she's got herself a good team with a Gilbert, hot stuff Eddie Gilbert, and brother Dirty Doug Gilbert. And Eddie Gilbert in street clothes in there. Boy, nailing away on both members of Far Too Wild. DDT Todd Morton down. Hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. Says he's back in the USWA to help out his little brother. Couldn't help him that time, though. Big kick from Todd Morton. 6 up down. Todd rolls over and gets the tag. He gets the tag on his partner, Chris Michaels, and his Far Too Wild. And both of the Gilberts, Eddie and Doug, all in the ring. Well, everybody's in there. As referee Kevin Christian tries to get some order. Not working, though, as Michaels comes off.
Tony Adams took off a boot and threw it to Eddie Gilbert.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I saw him just clobber Michaels with it. Throws it back out to Tony Adams. He's trying to put it back on over there. Eddie Gilbert covers till he got him. The Gilberts, hot stuff Eddie Gilbert, and Doug Gilbert gets the win over Far Too Wild.
I told you, Brian, we're coming up to you. I got it.
Not champions yet. You have a victory in this match, Tony Adams, no doubt about it. And the Gilberts, a rugged tag team. You put Tony Adams in their corner, that makes them doubly tough to beat. We'll be back with more from the USWA. And here comes Brian Christopher. They'll greet the fans on their way over here, so it'll take them a moment to get here. Everybody wants to say hi to him. And we can too. There's Brian Christopher, and here is the king right here, and I'm sure you've seen what's been going on out here.
Put the microphone over here. Let me talk. Let me talk. Now listen up. And Tony Adams, you listen up too. Now, Tony Adams is really getting under my skin. I'm getting sick, and I'm getting tired of every morning having to wake up, come down here, and look at you every day, run your big fat mouth. And you got the audacity. You got the audacity to make a video to my song. To my song. Well, Tony Adams, you obviously weren't listening to the words of that song. The words are, I'm too sexy. Not, I'm too sleazy. That's what you need to have. That's the song she needs in the day. Well, I'll tell you what, Tony Adams. You say that you're going to cripple me. You say you're going to put me in the hospital. Well, it looks like the roles have been reversed. Where's your man Coco Ware? Where's your man Rex Hargrove, huh? And how about that neck brace you had around your neck this morning? How about that, Tony Adams? It looks like you can't get the job done, and what I say, I deliver. And this week, we got an extra special surprise just for you, Tony Adams. And Eddie and Doug Gilbert, that goes for you, too. Tell them about it.
Well, Eddie and Doug Gilbert, the brothers have been reunited. They're coming down to take care of the King and Brian Christopher. What'd she say? Now, they say that if Tony wants your arm broken, your bones broken, they're going to get broken. If Tony wants us in the hospital, we're going to be in the hospital. Well, we want to invite you boys to come on down. But, Tony, we want to tell you this. We want to tell you, Tony, that we don't want to have to get in the ring and worry about the Gilberts and also have to worry about you like a little snake or like a little rat running around the ring. We don't want to have to worry about that. So what we've done, Tony Adams, we've taken plans to, I guess you might say, nullify her, right?
Nullify.
We're going to take care of you, Tony Adams. Or maybe we should say, we got somebody to take care of you, Tony Adams. We have got somebody that is twice the woman you are, Tony Adams. We've got somebody that is much sexier than you are, Tony Adams.
Oh, yeah.
We've got somebody that is much better looking than you are, Tony Adams. And as a matter of fact, you did your little video and you thought it was so hot. Well, we've got somebody right here today that is going to produce their own video right here with the wrestling audience as their supporting cast. So we want to bring out our ballet for this big match against the Gilberts. We want to bring out the lady that's going to be in our corner and is going to take care of you, Tony Adams, and we want to bring her out right now. Take a look. There she is, man. There she is.
Your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowboy queen. Why you come in here looking like that? Here comes my baby, dragging my heart behind. He's driving me crazy. He says love is blind. He's got a wandering eye and a traveling mind. Big ideas and a little behind. Out with a different woman every night. But I remember when he was mine. Why'd you come in here looking right back in your high heel boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowboy's dream, walking right in here looking like that? Why'd you come in here looking like that when you could stop traffic in a gun sack? Why you're almost giving me a heart attack when you walked right in here looking like that? I just can't stand it to see him on the town. He's out for dancing with every girl around. I'm a soft-hearted woman. He's a on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Why'd you come in here looking like that? When you could stop traffic in a gunny sack. Why, you're almost giving me a heart attack. When you walk right in here looking like that. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Why'd you come in here looking like that?
Now that is a video. Is that a video? Tony Adams, eat your heart out.
What this proves, Tony Adams, you're nothing but a sleazy Jezebel from 3rd Street. You know, there's no one in the world more loyal to Brian Christopher than me. And the point I'm going to prove, anybody can put on women's clothes that they'll make you ladies. Tony Adams, you ain't no lady. Never again are you going in the ring. Because if you do, I'm going to take off my high heel, hit you right beside the head.
So bring them on down. Because right now, Eddie and Doug Gilberts, we're ready for you. We're ready. Bring all your guns loaded. Shoot your best shot. Because you're going to see what Brian Christopher and the King are made of. And Tony Adams, we got something for you, so come and get it.
I can't wait to see Bertha get her hands on Miss Adams.
The King, Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, and Bertha, who is going to be in their corner. Well, I tell you what, Bertha got the place rocking and rolling here, let me tell you. Climbing in the ring, right now. This is a Vampire Warrior in here. Vampire Warrior was in here wrestling as the Warlock, was unmasked this past week, and was revealed to be the Vampire Warrior. Vampire Warrior right now going against Charlie Laird. And here's Corey.
Yeah, Dave, the Vampire Warrior. Actually, what happened to that, the Vampire Warrior just unmasked himself. Came into USWA as the Warlock with that weird outfit and tie he was in here in, and unmasked himself, and it's the Vampire Warrior. He's here today against Charlie Laird. Laird whips him in, and the Vampire Warrior comes off and DDTs him. Boy, he takes Laird down. And that DDT, let me tell you, that guy right there, the Vampire Warrior, he is some kind of tough. He can go. Whips Laird in. Slap right on the chest to the big forearm to take him down of the Vampire Warrior. Wrestles from the dark side. Tells Laird again. Chop from the Vampire Warrior. Takes Laird and into the turnbuckle. Catches him as he comes off over there. Oh, over his Laird too. He got it quickly. The Vampire Warrior gets the win and is back in the USWA.
He took him down to the mat, had those shoulders down quickly. The count of 1, 2, 3. Vampire Warrior with a victory. And we got a lot more action, including a special 6-man tag team match coming up later. You stay with us. We'll be right back. Here's a special look at Ron and Don Harris, the Bruise Brothers.
Got him over on the concrete floor. Look at him stomped out on Johnny Jet. All these Bruise Brothers running wild in here today.
Well, the Harrises jumped him before the bell sounded, grabbed TD, and he has not been able to get away from him to get the tag on his partner.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Man, he dropped TD on that shoulder that they've been pulling and jerking on in there. Covers him, too, and takes him off after 2. Johnny Judd, his partner, comes in and try to help TD out, and the big Bruise Brother grabs him. Oh, comes over and gets the World Tag title. One half of it, and no, Johnny Judd with that belt. Oh, boy. Look at him just beat up on Johnny.
Well, there they are, Ron and Don Harris, the Bruise brothers. They have to face Jeff Gaylord and Mike Anthony coming up. And one of the stipulations, winner of that match will certainly be looked upon with great favor for a tag team shot, a tag team title shot. In the ring right now, you got the Enforcer and Ali Bin Khan. They are going to have to go against Mike Anthony and Jeff Gaylord right now, today. Gaylord and Anthony, former holders of the USWA tag team titles. Here we go.
It's Ali Bin Khan to start off against Mike Anthony. Anthony takes Bin Khan down over there. And barring that left arm of Ali Bin Khan. Backs him up and whips him in. He comes off and a drop kick from Mike Anthony. Takes Bin Khan down over there. Good move and nice wrestling ability from Tiger Mike Anthony. Young man wrestles out of Seattle, Washington, and I really like the style of this. Look at it, too. Thought he may have had Bin Khan there, too.
Yeah, I did, too. Yeah, you mentioned Mike out of Seattle and his style. He and Gaylord have made a fine tag team.
Oh, yeah. They really have put together a team to come up to do well and have won the USWA tag titles previously here in the USWA. And are still a good tag team, let me tell you. They work together well. Now going to the Missouri Tiger. Jeff Gaylord comes off the ropes over there on Ali Bin Khan. It's been all Bin Khan for his team over there. Back Gaylord up and whips him in. Whoa! Two! Gaylord close to the 3 count on Bin Khan. And finally, he gets over there and tags his partner, the Enforcer. The Enforcer hangs up with Jeff Gaylord. Oh, look at that. The Enforcer takes Gaylord down. What a powerful move in there from this Enforcer. Look at that, though. Jeff returns the favor and takes the Enforcer down.
Gaylord says, here's the way you should have done that. You should have brought my arm up in a hammer lock when you said, oh, look at this. The Enforcer with a fist.
Yeah, this Enforcer coming in, and boy, he may have started a little too quickly because Gaylord is after him in there now. 2, Enforcer kicks out. Jeff Gaylord tags his partner, Mike Anthony. They both got the Enforcer, and they take him down. Jeff Gaylord and Mike Anthony. Oh. Anthony was cocked with that drop kick in there. He was ready to unload on the Enforcer.
Yeah, the
Enforcer held on.
Exactly right. He held on to the ropes, and that messed up the timing. Anthony was committed. He was in midair and had nothing to hit but air and mat.
Well, it would have been great timing for Anthony, though, if he'd have caught that Enforcer coming off of there. Big Ali Bin Khan over choking Anthony over on the ropes over there.
Man, what a guy. The referee said quit choking him with the top rope, so he started choking him with the middle rope.
Whoa! Bin Khan goes to jump after Anthony. He gets out of the way, and Jeff Gaylord's in there. Gaylord goes over and grabs the Enforcer and sends him down.
Everybody in the ring.
Whoa! Enforcer in. Anthony's over on Ali Bin Khan. Another away on him. And the Missouri Tiger climbs the rope. There's Jeff up on the top rope. Comes off with that 7. devastating flying shoulder. He got it. That will do it. It's all she wrote for the enforcer and Allie's Big John. As Gaylord and Anthony get a win.
They get the victory here today. And next up for the team of Gaylord and Anthony, it's the Bruise Brothers. We'll be back here in just a moment. USWA Tag Team Champions, the War Machines. There's Lee Womack leading the way, and here come the War Machines right now. The tag team titles securely fastened around their waist, and I guess Mr. Womack is feeling pretty good about the situation right now.
Okay, Dave, before I start talking, first of all, I want to say hi to the #1 disc jockey here in the area over at K97, Mike Evans, that's through the morning show. Now, how long did it take me, Dave, and how long did it take me, Corey? I told you I'm very serious about this USWA thing. These guys are the USWA Tag Team Champions. It took me 1 week to get those titles.
Well, I got to admit, you did it very quickly. They do have the titles.
Now, let me just say one other thing, Dave, because I'm getting sick and I'm getting tired of you all putting down the champions. These guys are the champions. They're taking on 4-2 Wild. Took us 1 week to get them.
Yeah. Okay, they got the championship belt. There's no doubt about it. We're not putting them down.
Now, what I want all you all to do, and what you're supposed to do when I said that day, was drop down on your hands and knees, and all these stinking people out here were supposed to be dropped down. Because let me tell you like this right here, we're the world champions. We're the USWA tag champions. You're supposed to get on your hands and knees when these guys come into the arena anywhere.
We're not impressed when the guys come in here. We're impressed to see what they do in the ring, and that's where we'd like them to go right now because we got a match coming up.
Wait a minute. I want you to get Eddie Marlin out here. Can we get Eddie Marlin out here?
No, we're not going to get Eddie Marlin out here. The match is already signed right here. War Machines are booked on the card, and it's time for the match.
These guys are not hitting the ring until Eddie Marlin.
Here comes Far Too Wild out here right now. And Todd and Chris headed over this way. Yeah. If you don't mind, step over here, please. And
excuse me, Dave, but Mr. Womack, this match has already been signed. There's no way you can weasel out of it. None of your big money or none of your fast talking is going to get you out of it. The match is signed, and we're going to wrestle these guys. And they come in and they won the title on their first shot. Maybe we'll do that to you. Is that what you're afraid of? And as for you, Mr. Womack, whenever you feel froggy, you just jump, brother, okay?
Well, I think that's an excellent point. It took you 1 week to win the titles. They could do the same thing.
Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? Because let me just tell you one thing. Let me just tell you one thing, brother. You are a Ricky Morton reject. You understand? You guys 4-2 Wild are nothing. These are the champions right here, brother. They are the USWA Tag Team Champions, and you all can't touch them on your best day. These guys just got more fight in their little finger than what you got in your whole stinking body, jerk. So you best to get out of this arena right now before I let these guys get you. But that's going to have to be signed because they're not going to take you on right now. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I understand completely where you're coming from, but you better understand where Far Too Wild's coming from. We're in the USWA to stay, brother, not to play.
Whew. You're in the USWA because you're a Ricky Morton reject, son. And these guys are USWA Tag Team Champions.
They are the Tag Team Champions. They got them. That's a great idea. Put them in the ring right now. They've got a match. It's a non-title match coming up right here. They are going to have to face Far Too Wild, and I think maybe Lee Womack is a little bit worried that Far Too Wild might just take those belts off of them, and the War Machines, big and tough as they look, might end up just being one-week wonders when it comes to the record book. We'll find out. Right now, we're going to find out what Del Rios and Tony Williams can do against these big guys. Boy, you talk about a shot in the arm for a career. These two guys could get a victory over the War Machines, and imagine what it would do psychologically to Womack and the War Machines if they were to go into their next title defense with a loss. Interesting situation here today. We wait for the signal from the referee, and we will be underway with this non-title match. Even though it is non-title match, it does feature the USWA Tag Team Champions in the War Machines. Here's Corey.
Yeah, Dave, we're underway with these War Machines. Came into the USWA, as Womack said. They've been here a short time, and proven to be a tough tag team, and are the USWA Tag Team Champions. And Mr. Womack is kind of in between, I think. I think he's a little concerned, too, that he'll lose those tag belts. Rios! Big forearm takes down both of the War Machines, and they're out of there. A little regrouping for Mr. Lee Womack and company over here.
Womack's calling a huddle over here on the sidelines, and no telling what he told them.
Yeah, that's true. Referee Kevin Christian does the counting on the War Machines, and finally one of them gets back in there. Tag on Tony Williams from Del Rio. Tony comes in and works over the arm of the big War Machine. War Machine have these big masks they come to the ring in.
Yeah.
And not only did they come to the ring in them, we saw that they will use them too. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, they leave them over in their corner. They're safely tucked under the ropes over there so that they're legal. They're out on the apron, but they're nearby.
Tony Williams standing in against the War Machine. Got him in a headlock. War Machine backed him up. Puts Tony into the ropes there. Ooh. Boy, Tony Williams ran into a big wall over there when he ran into the big War Machine. And goes down quickly.
Still to come today, the King, Jerry Lawler, with Brian Christopher and Little Eagle in their corner.
Yeah.
Against PG-13 and Midget D. It's going to be a mixed six-man match. Don't miss that one. It's coming up later.
Yeah, we've had a full day already today, and still much more to come. Nice leapfrog from Tony Williams. He's trying to pick up the big War Machine over there. Look at that. He shoves Tony off. Drop kick, he gets him down. Same goes for the other War Machine, and they're out of there again. Boy.
It's time to huddle one more time.
The War Machine.
Womack has sent him back in there. They grabbed Tony, bent him back over the ropes. He was pulling his hair.
Oh, whips Tony in. Oh, Tony goes under him there. Look at this. Oh, there was Tony was thinking that this did not work. War Machine whips him into the rope. Catches him and takes him down again. Boy, these guys are some big guys. Let me tell you, they're powerful too, Dave.
They are indeed. They were using that right fist, much to the delight of Lee Womack. Maybe that's what he told them to do. Double up the fist and hit him with it, because they've done that a couple of times. And Tony Williams in trouble as a result.
Yeah, they got Tony there. Holding onto him and slams him down, and the War Machine comes off business. Tony gets out of the way of that big elbow from the War Machine. He's trying to get a tag. Didn't make it. Here comes Rios anyway, though. So everybody's in there. That's Tony Williams working over the War Machine in the corner. Boy, got Tony over in the wrong corner. Hey, look out. Womack just handed him that big mask that we were talking about earlier. They slammed Tony Williams right into it. Womack hiding the mask over there. They cover him 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the War Machines are proving to use that.
Not only did they double team, but Womack sends that mask in there. We saw what happened.
I tell you, Dave Brown's the #1 tag team in the USWA. Lee Womack going down. Anybody.
Well, will the War Machines get the victory here today? It's a non-title match. You got to face some other folks in the coming days. How do the names Far Too Wild sound to you? We'll be back here in just a moment. Here they come. There's Little Eagle leading the way. There's Brian Christopher. There's the King with that crowd in hand. Boy, this one should be a good one to watch. Great talent. Six-man match always has lots and lots of action in it. And especially when you put the level of talent like we got in this one right here.
On the catwalk, yeah.
Referee Kevin Christian checking the Eagle out over there. Make sure he doesn't have anything in his...
Brian Christopher has got the same question I do. Where are the opponents? I don't see them, but here they come. PG-13, there's JC Ice, there's Wolfie D, and there's Midget D leading the way with that hubcap in his hand. Look out for that hubcap.
Here they come. Hey, ho. The hip-hop team, PG-13 and Midget D. Well, they got the hands full today. The King, Jerry Lawler, Brian, Christopher, and Little Eagle. This will be a good feature bout right here today on USWA Championship Wrestling.
And the King has just pointed out to the referee they've got that hubcap over in their corner, and the referee has just said, all right, let's make sure it stays there. I don't want to see that involved in the action in here, or I'll disqualify you. PG-13, I'm sure, assured him that there is no way they would ever even consider bringing that hubcap in. We'll better keep our eye on it, is what I got to tell you.
They got a new hubcap over there in the corner, too. Don't have the same one. Wonder where they got that one from. Yeah. Wonder where they get all of them from. Better check my car out there, make sure mine's on.
JC Ice, I don't know what he was saying. He was giving the crowd some grief of some kind. Meanwhile, it's Wolfie D against Brian Christopher.
Christopher and Whoopie D. This one goes to the expiration of time, and Brian whips him in. Whoopie D leaps over and under, comes back under again, and hip toss from Brian Christopher. Look at Brian. He's giving a little hey old size now. Brian Christopher and JC Ice in for his team, a PG-13. Brian leaps over JC, comes back, hip toss on JC Ice, so he gets the same thing.
Hey, claimed he had his sights pulled. He didn't. Tag made Wolfie D will be coming in now. I'm not sure how happy he was to take that tag, but JC Ice really wants to get out of there.
Wolfie D ascended for his team. Whoa! Big open head drop! For Brian Christopher. The King's in there now. That's Lawler down away on Whoopie D.
Look out, Little Eagle's got a hold of Midget D.
Yeah, they're going at it over in the corner there. Meanwhile, Lawler and Christopher throw PG-13 right into each other, and they're going.
Time out, says JC.
Look out. Lawler and Christopher got Midget D. They forgot about the midget in there and left Midget D.
Midget D's got a panicked look on his face. He's saying, no, don't do it. Oh, boy.
Midget D. Oh, boy.
Look out. The Gilberts hit the ring.
Here come Eddie and Tom Gilbert. Oh, Bertha's not here. He's going up to Tony Otto. Tony is going around that ring. Boy, he's taking off. And Bertha.
Once again, big action in the USWA
Yes,
today.
sir.
How about the ending on that one? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
We'll have more action next week. We hope you'll join us for that. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.